Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Team Infinity Coach meeting. My name is Manon. My husband, Phil. We're going to be doing that meeting together, and we're super excited to have you here and to start the new year with all of you. A lot of changes are happening in the team. We have decided to collaborate and bring everyone together so we can all learn from each other. We have a lot of knowledge on the team. So we're going to share. We're going to have some guests come on. We're also going to have access to many top coaches. I've decided to, as you might know, I was investing in the Push to Elite last year, and I wasn't sure if I was going to re-sign up, but the lineup was just incredible. So there's Micah Folsom, Holly Hillier, and Julie Voris. Josh is going to be there as well. So we're going to learn from a lot of top coaches. We're going to have access to their calls once for the team once a month on Wednesday nights. So I'm super excited for what's to come, and I'm happy to share this with you. Next week, Kimberly will be hosting the call. We're going to take turns. We're going to have power hours, trainings, and all types of things. And the whole goal this year is really to attract people, how to attract people to us, and to also work less in order to grow our business, because we don't want this. We want to find joy in our business. We don't want to take away the joy. We want to have fun building the business, inspire people, but we don't want to take away time from our families. Yeah, obviously we're going to have to work hard. We're going to have to put in the work, but we're going to teach you systems that will help you scale, and so that you're not always going to be in the DMs. And that's where we're going this year. So I'm very excited for that. The first thing I want you to start doing right now, it's a new year, new you. I want you to start believing, and not necessarily believing in yourselves. Yes, that's important, but believe that there's something more. And if you have that one little piece of you in your heart, we're going to listen to our heart voice, believe that there's something extra, there's something more, and then you're going to do well. Okay. So you have to first start by believing that there's more. And then the actions, we're going to teach you what to do, how to do it, and how to stay focused. First, I want you to believe there's something more, believe that this opportunity can change lives, believe that this has already maybe changed your life, and that we're going to change more lives. Okay. So very excited for that. I made notes. So here we go. So as I said, we're going to be building on attracting people to us. We're going to focus on how can I serve more people? How can I have them come to me and want to register with me so I can support them? But before we head into that, we're going to talk about how people make decisions, and I'll let Phil talk about that.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I haven't talked. So yeah, I've talked about this before to some of you, and some of you have heard me talk about this, but it's not a big surprise that we all think we're these logical beings that make rational decisions, but the reality is we're emotional beings that make emotional decisions. And so that's how we make decisions. And then we justify those decisions with rational ideas or logical reasoning. But the reality is all 100% of our decisions are made emotionally. And the reason we know this now in medicine and in neurology, psychology, is that they studied people that have had unfortunate injuries, brain injuries, or surgical tumors, brain tumors that were removed. And when they removed the emotional centers of their brain, those people were unable to make any decisions. And when I mean any decisions, I mean any decisions, like not even figuring out what to wear in the morning, what to eat, when to eat. So really, these people were non-functional. And so that really opened the door to understanding how your brain works. And for those that, follow certain people, they do talk. There's a lot of people out there that talk about, we have three brains, the like reptilian brain, or like the lower cortex, the lower part of the brain, which makes like unconscious decisions, like you're breathing all the time. those kinds of decisions. Then there's like the monkey brain, which is the emotional brain, which makes all the decisions. And then it's kind of like a squirrel too, it gets distracted easily. And then there's like the higher functioning brain, which is our reasoning, which we use to justify the decisions we make. And our brains and our bodies are built on hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. So the world has changed now. And so the way that we make decisions is still the same, but the amount of distractions and things happening in our lives is very different. And so, and a lot of companies have, as you guys know, have taken advantage of the human brain in that capacity. So we want to do the same thing, but to help people. So to really, like Manon was talking about, attraction marketing and attracting people to yourself, but they're going to be attracted to you for emotional reasons. And that's why when you ask people, why did you decide to join, or why do you want to follow Manon, or why do you follow Phil, or why do you do whatever you do, we have a hard time putting words to it, because also the majority of even grown adults have very few words to explain their emotions. And so that's why we have such a hard time explaining a lot of our decisions and why we choose to do things. So that's a way that we can learn and help other people, but using those little tricks to attract people to join us. And you'll attract people that are like you.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I want to know, so I think we all know our 4 vital behaviors, right? So one is to be approve the product's work. Number 2, it used to be invite. Now they realize that people were cold messaging people, right? Just saying, I don't know these people. I'm going to send a bunch of DMs and hope, cross my fingers and hope that someone will join me. I've never done that. I've never felt comfortable in that. The way I see it and the way I do it and the way I want you to do it is do it like you'd like to be invited. So I will only invite someone if I would be okay if somebody reached out to me like that. Okay. So I wanted you to keep that in mind. And now they've changed it to connect, invite, follow up. Okay. So the connection part is the biggest part. And this is where you're going to attract people to you. You can either get into your DMs and connect with people. And what does that mean? It means reaching out to people that you may know or may have something in common and start a conversation. Kind of like when you go to the grocery store, you talk to the cashier, you talk to the people at the store. It is a normal conversation. You're not going to go up to the cashier and say, what are your health and fitness goals? Are you working towards something specific, right? That doesn't make sense. So you're not going to do that in the DMs. You're going to be there building that relationship and say, hey, your kids are so cute. Where did you get their shoes? My son is like that. My daughter is like that. Or where'd you get your dog's collar or something? Like, you want to relate to the person you're talking to, like you would be like someone to approach you. Okay. So always keep that in mind. Build relationships. It could be in the DMs, or some people, if you follow Jessie Lee, I really love Jessie Lee. She is live on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere, every day, all day, like she attracts people because she's online all the time. If this is something you're more comfortable with, then you do you. I want you to feel comfortable and have joy in what you do and how you invite people. It can be in the DMs, it can be in your stories, it can be live, it can be in person, whatever you feel comfortable. But in order to build your business, you do have to invite. Now, I want you to also start thinking about people do business with people they like, know, and trust. So what in the chat, I don't know if you can all see the chat, but I want you to write in the chat, what makes you trust people? Like, I'll wait till I see your answer. What makes you trust someone that's on social media or in person? What makes you trust them? Where's the chat gonna be? Okay. Authenticity, when they project honesty, they walk the walk. Yeah, absolutely. They do what they say. Someone real, someone who seems like relatable, button sur les babines. Too big, I can't see this. Someone real who seems like me. Yeah, some who seems like me. That's really good. They see that you're real people in real life and you be what you preach. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So I see in here that they get results. They are real people and they walk the talk, or les babines, les buttons suivent les babines. So consistency in your own journey, but how are they gonna see you? Are they gonna know you worked out in your basement if you don't talk about it? No. So if you want people to start building, if you want to start building trust with people, they have to start seeing you work out, seeing you do the walk, the walk, doing the behaviors that are associated to a healthy person or someone that's making changes, reading personal development books. And that goes to you, your followers, the people you will encourage to join your challenge groups, but also your coaches. So if you're not doing personal development, they're not going to be doing it as well. So you have to talk, walk the walks, stay consistent, but also show people that you are doing this. So you have to post, and this doesn't have to take too much of your time. It does have to take some time, but we have to be intentional on what we do on social media. We have to plan our time. So I don't post in real life. Sometimes it's programmed. Sometimes it is planned in advance. My picture's already taken, my reel's already filmed, and I post it. So how can you plan your time so that you can stay consistent on social media, but not have it consume your life? So one day a week, you can sit down and plan your content. One day a month, you can plan your whole month. So what is your goal for the month? Is it to help 5 people? If your goal is to help 5 people this month, then what do you have to do now to get that, to start inspiring people, attracting people to you? You have to start posting. You have to start sharing and providing value. And posting doesn't mean only fitness, only nutrition. You are a well-rounded person. You have different interests. And I encourage you to pick 4 things. One should be your health journey. It could be nutrition, it could be fitness, it can be mindset, but something about health. One, that you're a coach. You're inspiring others to do this with you. So those are 2 posts. And then 2 other topics. And then maybe so I encourage you to do 5 posts per week, but 4 pillars. So you can repeat some. Let's say you're pushing to enroll more coaches. You're looking to inspire more customers. So what's that thing you're doing that month? Have more focus on that. So 5 posts per week minimum based on your 4 pillars. And your 4 pillars should include 1 fitness or health. And the second one should be coaching, something about inspiring others. Not necessarily that you're a Beachbody coach, but you are inspiring others to make changes. Okay. So stay consistent. That's how people will trust you. If you are interested, I also have content from Ashley Shaw that I do share with the coaches on the team. I share my password. You can have access to it. Just message me in private and I will share it with you. What Ashley Shaw does is she's a content creator. She does done for you posts and she provides a lot of content. I don't want you to copy paste what she provides, especially if it's not your voice. But you should have your own voice, but use her ideas in order to start building your own brand. Start using her ideas in order to, how is she approaching her fitness? How is she approaching how to invite coaches? How is she planning her content to do whatever you want to set out, what your goal is that month? But I can give you access to that so you don't have to plan everything. I have, I think, 13 or 14 months of content. All I ask if I share my password with you is not that you don't use the current month because I'm using that, but you can go and use the other months as well. And the way she plans it out, and her new book is also, I have also purchased her new book, and her new book is accessible on that platform. So you have access to that if you want to read it. It's really good. And the way you should write your post, so you can write this down, it should be four parts to your post. And it's attention is the first one. Attention, interest, desire, action. So number 1, attention. What's going to get people to, what's going to grab the attention? It's going to be your picture, your reel, whatever is visual, right? So pick something that will attract the eyes. So number one, attention, that is picture or a reel or the text on your reel. And the text on the reel should be like a, either like what's coming up or like 3 tips on blah, 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 how to, okay, something to grab people's attention. Once you have their attention, your first sentence is what they see, right? Before they click see more, they see 1, maybe 4 or 5 words. So your first sentence should stop them and they want to click on that to see more of the text. So you want something that will be eye-grabbing, something that is maybe can provoke them, a limiting belief, a common objection. And don't be shy to talk to and narrow down your niche. So you want to talk to one person. And you want to be very specific in who you're talking to. So if you don't know that yet, I suggest that you talk to the person you were a year ago or 2 years ago before you started your journey. That's who you're going to be talking to, because that's who you're going to attract. But remember how you used to feel and what you like to see and what would make you open a post. Remember that and talk to that one person. And I encourage you when you're in your stories, when you're going live, or when you're writing your post, to talk to one person. Instead of saying, hey guys, or hey everyone, say, hi, how are you? Or hey you, right? You're talking to one person, like you're talking to your best friend. So you want to be building that relationship, and that's how you're going to attract people to you. You're building a relationship with one person in your stories, in your lives, in your captions, in your text. Okay, so attention is the picture, the reel, the visual part, and then interest, you want to grab their attention. And then the third part is desire. So this is like the meat of your message. What are you providing them with? Is it value? Is it a quote? Is it inspiration? Is it nutrition tips? Is it a recipe? What's the value you're providing them? It can be simple. It can be only a quote that inspired you, but why did it inspire you? So go into the meat of your idea here. And then you finish with an action, a call to action. You want them to take action and start engaging with you. So is it to comment below? Is it to share to your stories? Is it to message me? Is it to get my freebie, link in bio? Okay, you want to send people to link in bio, and that will cover some other time about getting people's emails, because you only own your email list. You don't own your social media. So social media like Facebook, Instagram, it can shut down anytime. You want to continue having contact with people. We're going to be grabbing their emails. Well, what is the action you want them to take? So that is the fourth part. So it is attention, interest, desire, and action. And remember, you don't have to be a fitness expert or a nutrition expert, okay, or a health expert. All you have to be is you. All you have to want to do is help people and be reliable. People want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. And how will they know, like, and trust you? If you're consistent, if you're doing the work, if you're showing up, and if people know about it. Okay, so you have to post about it. And posting can be whatever brings you joy. Is it text? Is it videos? But you have to show up. You have to show up. You can use a quote. You can make your own quotes on Canva. And that's really cool, because then you can even brand yourself. And that comes into the last part of what we want to talk about tonight, is start branding yourself. So number one, narrowing down your niche. But number two, also start thinking about how can I make my posts or my visuals so that people know who I am. Like McDonald's, like Coke. You see the color, you know it's Coke. You see the McDonald's sign, the M, you know it's McDonald's. You want that when people see your post, they know what that's Kimberly's post, or when that's Marie-André's post, right? You want to start having that visual and choosing colors, choosing fonts that will represent you. And I have a really good tool for you. I've discovered this girl named Kay Putnam, and she is a psychology-based brand expert. And I absolutely love her. I'm going to share the quiz with you. And your homework is going to be to fill out the quiz And it's really cool. You're going to do it once, because if you do it 5 times, you're going to maybe get different answers. I don't want you to get overwhelmed. It should take you a few minutes. But after you do this quiz, you're going to get 3 options of colors. And it was super cool and weird. The first time I did it, it actually fell right into the colors, 2 of the colors I was already using. So I just added 3 more. It will give you the fonts that are in accordance to your brand, to the way you feel. And honestly, you're going to have like 9 pictures to choose from. Just pick one and make it a split second. Don't be there analyzing, well, I like this part of this picture and that part of that picture. No, just pick one and do it really quickly. So you're going to get colors, fonts, and you're going to get words that you can start using in your captions to attract your people, to attract the brand, the people that are like you, that will be attracted to that type of person, which is you, right? You want people to be attracted to you. And when they start seeing your stuff, it's going to be consistent, and that's going to build trust. And I want you to stick with it for 6 to 12 months. Results come after consistent actions, but at least a year. Do you know what? Right now, the people who have messaged me and wanted to get started are people who have been free members since 2015 right now. They just joined right now. So you always have to continue, but always be checking in with the people. And this is going to be where the emails series comes in, because it automates all of that. So you don't have to message 1,000 people every year, right? It starts to nurture that sequence. We're going to learn about that as well. So, any questions? Anything to add? There's a lot of information.
No, it's good. It's good. Things are changing. Again, we're like, depending on where you live, we're again back in like kind of a lockdown, even though they don't call it a lockdown in Ontario. It's essentially kind of, that's what's going on. Plus, it seems like everybody got it now. So it's like every second person at work seems to be going off because they're sick. So it's very different times. You know, people working out from home, being healthy at home now is so important. I mean, we're missing out on so many other things. You know, people contact, social situations that are just normal. Our kids are missing out on it. Now's the time to do this kind of stuff for yourself too. Like, why not take advantage of this now?
Yeah. And be you, because people will like you for you. And we all are different, and we are all going to attract different people. So always remember that there is not saturated, whatever you may think, there's someone that will be attracted to you for you, and you will be able to help them because of you. Okay. You have everything in you to help them succeed. So you have 2 homework. You have to post at least twice this week with content, something to provide value, and keep it simple. If you want access to Ashley Shaw, message me. You have to plan your content for next week. So I want you to start planning content. Be consistent with planning content, and don't get overwhelmed. Keep it simple and use the resources that you have. And number 2 is, I'll send you the link right now. Right after this, I want you to complete the quiz. And in our team page, I want to see who you are, like which brand type you are. I am caregiver, and my second one is the girl next door, and it fits so well. Like it just fit into my personality. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you are going to get. So make sure, where'd my chat go? Make sure you do this. Okay. So go in the chat, grab it if you're on your phone. If not, I will post it in the team page as well. But create your own little post. Let us know what are your top 2 brand archetypes, and I look forward to seeing that. Okay, let's take our picture. You want to come on, you can. I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to post this. Oh, let me just start over. I'm going to reduce the window so I can see everyone. There we go, Marie-André. It's her tip, and it's a fantastic tip. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Awesome. Excited to see you here. Excited to see you next week with Kimberly. And we have so much in store for you. So have a happy 2022. I'm excited to do this with you. Let's crush our goals. Bye, guys.